Hey, what's up guys, Thomas Fisher here. In today's video is episode 15 of the Road Subtract, and we didn't get anything last week about Subtract, but yeah, here is me with another episode of the Road Subtract, and yeah, let's get straight on with the video, let's go. Also, spoiler warning guys, that I'm going to talk about some of the songs that could potentially be on Subtract that Ed performed in October at the church show, but yeah, spoiler warning ahead if you don't want to know the potential some of the Subtract songs that Ed performed in October. Yeah. So pretty much I didn't really have much of an idea of a Road Subtract video this week, but Plooten on Reddit, he told me to try and guess which each song that Ed played is about, you know, that he played back in October at the church show. And yeah, I'll give you guys what I think each song is about, the potential songs that Ed played at Union Chapel Church could be on Subtract. So I think Boat, I've written the potential Subtract track list down. Boat, that could potentially be about, I don't know, like boats, like riding on a boat, like going through waves of emotions, maybe potentially. I'm not too sure what Boat could be about, but yeah, Boat could be about going through waves of emotions, potentially. Saltwater, I think Saltwater could be about crying, potentially, like Saltwater crying, which is emotional, I know, but yeah, I think Saltwater could be about crying. I don't know, like Dancing with My Eyes Closed, I think the same thing. I think crying, upset, I don't know, just the names by themselves, Saltwater, Dancing with My Eyes Closed, sound like crying to me. Sycamore, I'm not too sure what that word means. Sycamore, So sycamore is pretty much a tree, and it's about, well, sycamore says on Google, a sycamore tree symbolizes strength, protection, eternity, and divinity. I think strength, protection, eternity, like remembering someone potentially by for eternity. I don't know, I'm not too sure. The End of Youth. Apparently The End of Youth is an emotional song. I think, maybe like Ed knows he's an adult now, and at the end of youth, like he's lost so many people, and in a short span of 2 years, Michael Gilinski, Shane Warne, Jamal Edwards, and he knows he's a full-fledged adult now. He's got 2 daughters now, got a family. I do think that's the end of youth, or just, I don't know, losing people, and he knows it's the end of youth. Love In, Love Out. I do think Love In, Love Out is going to be a bit like Love in Slow Motion. Just, the love song. I think that's going to be the potential love song on Subtract. The love ballad, an acoustic love ballad, Love In, Love Out for Subtract. Which I love all of Ed's love songs, and yeah, just push you in a good mood when listening to the love songs. No Strings. I think No Strings. It'd be crazy if Ed performs a song with no strings. No pun intended. No strings. No strings. I don't know. No strings. Maybe no. I don't know. Potentially No Strings. No Strings could be about not having a feeling, because you're just feeling stuck and having no strings, no feelings. I don't know. Hills of Aberfeldy. I think this song is about Aberfeldy. Is it in Scotland? I'm not too sure. Is Aberfeldy in Scotland? Yes, Aberfeldy is in Scotland, and I think it's about Ed's experiences in Aberfeldy. Ed's time spent in the hills of Aberfeldy. I believe I did a video, a Road Subtract, talking about more information of the hills of Aberfeldy. If you did put a tweet, I'll put it on the screen now. Written a song about hills of Aberfeldy, and yeah, that could potentially be on Subtract. Also, the hills of Aberfeldy was about to be on Multiplier, but of course it wasn't on there, and potentially could be on Subtract now. And yeah, Ed mentioned this song called Life Goes On. I'll play it, guys. Ed did pretty much tease a little lyric from that song, Life Goes On. And I'll play that for you now.
So there's a song on there called like Life Goes On, and it's basically just lyrics are easy come hard go, but life goes on, because every like the worst day of your life ends and the next day begins, and then it's a totally new day. And it's a lot of processing.
Yeah, pretty much. Like Ed pretty much explained a bit of that song Life Goes On that I mentioned on the Breakfast Club. But yeah, you know, which I cannot wait for Subtract to come whenever, really, pretty much whenever. And shout outs to Plooten on Reddit for, you know, telling me to a video idea, a bit of that, and I just combine all this in the Road Subtract video. Also, you know, what that said about the Hills of Aberfeldy, you know, pretty much. Imagine if we get more unreleased songs by Ed on Subtract, or on the other version of Subtract. That would potentially could get 2 versions of Subtract. That I think maybe potentially We Are would fit perfectly so much on Subtract, because as it's never been released on any of his EPs or albums, just on the DVD of Live at the Bedford for We Are, and it would fit absolutely perfectly in on Subtract, as it is the song that got him a record label, I think. That I'd play the Bedford pub, and one of the record labels was there, and I think that's the song that I've got in it. So it was such an emotional song as well, We Are as well. I've played it quite a few times live. The last time we filmed it, I believe, was 2014, and yeah, pretty much. And remember when it was back in July of 2022, he wanted the crowd to participate in the song. It's called A Beautiful Game. I'll play you guys a clip now of that, yeah.
Okay, let's try this with a click. And Chris, are you recording this? Good, right. This will be out in about a year. You will hear it. So.
Could A Beautiful Game or The Beautiful Game potentially be on Subtract? I'm not entirely too sure, because Ed said next year, well, potentially next year, The Beautiful Game could be on Subtract, or it could be a part of the soundtrack of the Women's World Cup. I'm not entirely too sure. As you know, the Women's World Cup has got, the Football Women's World Cup later on this year. The Beautiful Game could be for the World Cup, or it could be on, if it's an acoustic song, I'm not entirely too sure what is The Beautiful Game. It could be on Subtract. I'm not too sure. It could be a part of the Women's World Cup, because The Beautiful Game is football, I think. Yeah, you know. Also, other unreleased songs potentially, like Forever, Stranger, Hotel Apartment. I always call it Fall for a Stranger. I don't know, but I think the name's called Stranger. Brothers Blood. I would love Brothers Blood to be on Subtracts. Like it was a part of a film called The Brothers Grimsby Brothers Blood, and Ed played a little bit in songwriter as well. And also When My Dad Cried, that will be. I think When My Dad Cried, that would be perfect for Subtracts. He's in songwriter and Brothers Blood as well. I'm trying to think of other unreleased songs. Well, I don't think Amsterdam Sweet Mary Jane is going to be on Subtracts, because, yeah, it's about... Yes. The green stuff. That's what I'm saying about Amsterdam. Yeah. Or maybe... You know when Ed said about... I don't know. I think Ed mentioned this 2021 and a love song dance floor filler. Maybe potentially that could be on. Maybe Ed changed it to an acoustic. It's a love song. I don't know, guys. I do not know. It's a love song acoustic. I do not know, guys. I do not know for Subtract. Well, yeah, but yeah, I pretty much said all them songs. Yeah. Pretty much. I cannot wait for Subtracts, guys, and yeah, hopefully we get Subtract very soon, and yeah. Downtown Apartment, Fall for a Stranger. I'm not entirely sure what the official name's called of that unreleased song, but I always like to call it Fall for a Stranger. I don't know. I think it's called Stranger. I'm not too sure. Also, shout outs to Donovan on Reddit. He made a little theory, an SBTV theory. Ed could. It would be crazy if Ed came back on the SBTV channel, like debuting a Subtract song. I do think if Ed does something SBTV wise again, I do think it could be an acoustic rap, like Ed did, of course, Unimi, loop on SBTV, take it back acoustic, and erase it acoustic, like it's done in the past. It would be crazy that if Ed goes back on SBTV in a Subtracts era, and yeah, literally does an acoustic rap, that would be insane. Yes. Or maybe potentially that Ed will be on SBTV quite a few times for Subtracts. That he performed a few songs from Plus on SBTV as well. That would be amazing. And also, you know, like some songs will be about for Jamal Edwards, who is the founder of SBTV, which will be emotional. And yeah, you know, that I don't think we're ready for Subtracts, but excited as well for Subtracts. Like, we know it's going to be an emotional album, but yeah, we are excited but not ready to hear the album. It's going to be emotional. Yeah, as we've been waiting for a week in 2023 already for Subtracts. Still nothing from Ed as of yet. But yeah, hopefully very, very soon that we'll get confirmation on Subtracts. Also, guys, Decoy Sound posted The Door again, the Lockdown Sessions 2020. Potentially that the songs that Ed recorded in 2020 will be on the second version of Subtracts, or some songs could be on the first version. I'm not too sure, guys. I'm not too sure, but yeah, I cannot wait for Subtracts. Yeah, the Subtracts lockdown sessions. Maybe potentially could be called Subtract the Lockdown Sessions. I'm not too sure, guys. I'm not too sure, and yeah. But yeah, guys, we are still waiting. We are still waiting for the anticipation announcement or surprise release of Ed for Subtracts. And yes, guys, I know if you guys are watching, I know you guys can't wait. I can't wait either for Subtracts. I do think it's the most anticipated Ed album ever, because we've been waiting years for this album. We've been waiting years for Subtracts, guys, ever since, I don't know, the whole Ed's career, I think, or ever since, I want to say, with most people, ever since the Divide era, I think, yeah. For most people, the Divide era, or maybe before the Multiplier, but Divide era, I think most people have been waiting for Subtracts for. But yeah, I cannot wait for Subtracts to come out. I do think it's going to be a surprise release, guys. I do think it's going to be a surprise release that the likes of Taylor Swift, Eminem, Ariana Grande have all surprise released albums before. And it wouldn't surprise me if Ed surprise released an album. Like, surprise drops an album out of nowhere. Like, that would be freaking insane. And Ed's at the level where he can do that. He's got the fan base to do that. Just a surprise release an album out of literally nowhere. And yeah, if Ed doesn't release it this month, he got February or March, I think. Yes, he could surprise release an album, but I do think it could be before February. But I'm not too sure, guys. Nothing is confirmed in this video, guys, of course. Just me always theorising and speculating always on Subtracts, guys, you know, pretty much, yeah. But yeah, and if you guys enjoyed this video of me just theorising, speculating everything on Subtracts again, yeah, that'll be, yeah, I know you guys can't wait for Subtracts, I can't wait for Subtracts by Ed Sheeran, and yeah, and if you guys enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in another video. Peace.